Okay.
All right. Listen, I have a very special guest, Sensei Kawahatsu from Konko Church SF. He is someone I greatly admire. I met him many years ago through Jim and Futaba, right, at Physique Magnifique in South
Yeah.
San Francisco. It's a legendary gym. It's been around for probably at least 20 years. Jim Wilson, also known as AK Black, um,
Okay.
is such an interesting artist, athlete. He was Mr. USA in 1992, middleweight division. Unbelievable human. Dedicated a lot of his time to helping others in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, and around the world. He's a pioneer in more ways than he gets credit for.
Yes.
And so it was between him and his amazing wife Futaba that I met Sensei and Reverend Kawahatsu. Thank you for coming on Bishop Chronicles. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Um, you know, I wanted to do a discussion about gratitude because I think it's a very under cultivated element in all societies, but
Uh-huh.
especially in America,
That's
right?
right.
In all societies, but especially in America. And so, could you kind of just give an introduction about who you are and what you do, and then we'll kind of talk more about gratitude?
Okay. You, you wanna explain from childhood or when
Just
after?
say what you do, say what you do now, and
Okay.
then I'll start kind of asking you about way back.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, 1971, I arrived 54 years ago. I arrived San Francisco. Japantown was yeah that the church, all the church area broke, one block, two blocks,
Okay.
tear down, and or just nothing but sand, nothing there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I stay a small temporary church and help they build the new church
Wow.
for 2 years. And after build 2 year 1973,
Mhm.
I was asked to move Hawaii, church in Hawaii. So I
Wow.
moved to Hawaii. Hawaii Concord, Hawaii called mission, doesn't say church. Concord
Right.
mission, Hawaii. Waipahu, Concord Church of Hawaii. I mean, yeah, Concord Church, Concord mission of Waipahu. And Waipahu is other side of Honolulu. So the next day, Pearl Harbor, past the Pearl Harbor,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I know where that is.
Waipahu.
I know where that is.
Yeah,
I know
very
where that is.
countryside took over the church. All the minister, senior minister passed away, so no minister there. So I was asked to take over that church.
How old were you at that time?
I came to San Francisco 25 years old. So I
Okay.
moved to Hawaii 27 years old.
Okay.
27, yeah. And then I met the while in San Francisco, I met the lady, third generation of Japanese American. She from Sacramento. I met her, and then after I moved to Hawaii, she moved to Hawaii. We get
Okay.
married in Hawaii. Yeah, and then we got three children,
Yes.
and then three children, and then but we had a lot of problems, a lot of relationship problems, relationship problem.
It
Uh,
happens.
she decided to move back to Sacramento with the three kids. Yeah, I lost three children and a wife.
That
So
was heavy.
left me, and I was devastated. I could not. I saw the end of my life, so I even think take my life off.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
there.
you've been there too.
True.
Yeah. So, but I pray God before even I offered a knife to altar,
Mm.
and then I want to answer. You want to answer? I want to take off my life, or still I continue to live or not? And overnight, I pray overnight till the morning. And early morning, I received the voice. The voice say, what you're talking about. You are just beginning, just beginning. You
Wow.
are white belt, not black belt, white belt. White belt, what?
Can I ask you, like, that is such a beautiful story, and I'm so grateful that you shared it with me because um I have a show coming up with
Yeah.
a guy about men's mental health
Oh,
and suicide, and a
oh,
lot of it actually deals with heartbroken men,
yeah.
right? From
Uh-huh.
divorce, from, separation from their children,
Yeah,
right? And things like that. And it's so devastating.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I, 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 I applaud your resilience because I know that's
yeah,
not easy in any time, but especially during the time when
yeah,
that was occurring in the late 70s, early 80s. Um, how did you when you feel like you got that message?
yeah.
What were some of the actions that you started taking? Like what started to change in you? And how did you find joy after that?
Yeah. Well, you know, the uh, just accept what happened. After after that simple word,
Mm,
that just beginning, more to come.
right.
So I realized, oh wow, this is nothing, nothing to universe, nothing to God. There's more bigger problem out there, but my problem, nothing, nothing. Okay, I accept it. Whatever happened, okay. And then, yeah, calm down, relax, and then decide to move to Sacramento
Yeah.
after I find a minister. I went to Japan and find a new minister, take over my spot.
Take over Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, my yeah, yeah, head of minister of White Path Church. I brought back, brought someone. I went to Japan, has come to church to take over my church.
Yeah.
And then so churches, I don't want to just go on. Yeah,
Right,
I
right, right, right,
take
right.
care of the church. Then I went to Sacramento. I lost the minister job. I went work outside of a church,
Hmm.
Sacramento, and
Okay.
I have to support my family financially, so I have to
Right.
work outside. Tofu company, Japanese tofu company,
Okay, okay.
work outside, get up every morning 3 a.m. That's a work so early morning. They make tofu early morning, start 3 a.m. I went, there's a Concord Church in Sacramento. I
Mm,
went to, before a company, I went to, it's nearby, a company nearby church. So I went to Concord Church in Sacramento early morning. Of course, minister now wake up, yeah, church closed. So I sit and meditate in front of a church and pray. And then I went to company, work all day, 12
right.
hours, 3 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Ooh, you are an industrious man.
Yeah.
That takes
Then
discipline.
I worked 2 years work. And then I was asked to come back to San Francisco Concord Church.
Wow.
And
And what year was that? What year was that you went back to San Francisco?
1982.
82. Okay.
Yeah, I moved to Sacramento 1980. And
Hmm.
1982, I moved to San Francisco Concord Church. And I worked I was just assist the head minister and for and then since then later I became head minister of that church, and then I remarried present wife Alice. Alice.
That's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
That's so
I asked God, kami, we call Japanese kami. I don't want the rest of my life single. At that time, I'm 39.
Right.
I want to find someone else to get married and have family, another family.
Yeah.
And I pray God, there's a million lady up there. I ask just one lady.
He's like, come on, I know you got somebody.
Yeah, come on. There's out there, one God, lady up there. Give me one. Give me one.
And there was, and look at that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And
Here
I
comes
had
Alice, right?
I had a dream. There's a lady with the Chinese wedding dress,
Mhm.
but she is in the Japanese tea room and looking outside the window. So I don't see the face, but I
Right.
see the back of her. And,
Right.
I wondering why Chinese lady in Japanese room. And
Right.
father, I don't see the face anything, but the voice of the father say, I like introduce my daughter to you. And daughter is not rich, but rich in heart. Oh, that's what I'm
Right.
looking for. It's not good heart. I'm looking for that. So, okay. And then wake up. Oh, what that maybe Chinese. I was attending city college around that time. There
Okay.
many Chinese classmates. So,
Right. Right. Right.
lady classmate, maybe someone from my classmate.
Yeah.
And 3 months after, lady called church, and then I'm looking for my mother's birthday place, but cannot find it.
Mm.
Can I use their place? And yeah, you can come down. And then she came to step in the church, and then when I saw her, this lady I met someplace. I don't know where was.
In a dream.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. I don't at that time. I don't know where I met her. And then she started explain. Her background. Mother is a Japanese, second generation of Japanese.
Mm.
Father from China.
Okay.
Oh, that dream makes sense.
That
Half
is so
Chinese,
beautiful.
half Japanese. Oh, my dream. Maybe this lady is
That's it.
yeah. And then she says she's a small lady.
Mhm.
You met my wife?
You know what? I think I met her once at the gym, but it was a
Yeah,
long time ago.
kind of small lady, and then
Yes.
kind of cute lady.
Of
And then she
course.
said, she saw my class, judo class,
Yeah.
and then she said, I took a judo too. I can come to take your class too. And she said, no, I don't think so. I saw the inside my tiny lady. Uh, but next Saturday, luckily class, she came.
She showed up.
She came to, okay, let's training. And then we were training together. And then
Where were you teaching at that time? Where were you teaching
the
judo?
church,
You were
Congo Church of
teaching it
San
at the
Francisco
church.
downstairs. Yeah, downstairs with a social hall. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So
And that was on Bush. That's
yeah,
on
Bush
Bush
and
Street?
Laguna. Yeah, Bush and Laguna. And then
Man, that is so cool. Now, tell me, when did you start judo and where did you begin learning
yeah,
it?
yeah. That's I already explained. When I grown up, I born called Yamaguchi Ken. Yamaguchi Ken is the next Hiroshima, southern
Okay.
part of Japan.
Okay.
And when I 4 years old, my father moved to other area called Shikoku, island, small island,
Okay.
to start church, Concord Church there. And then
Okay.
so when I was 4 years old, I moved to join my father with my mother and brother
Mhm.
and sister. Join my father, and then grown up island, small island, and then junior high, high school, elementary, junior high. I'm not tall. Average. I was average.
Right. You're
Average
kind of tall to
but
me, though. I think you're kind of
yeah.
tall.
When in junior high, everybody passed me, and then everybody start bullying on me. Yeah. No reason, knock me down and hit
Right.
me, and then I cry home, and mother say, "Don't cry home, get out." Don't cry home. wow, my mother, tough lady, tough
Yeah,
lady.
it's a tough crowd, tough
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah, don't cry home. And then, oh, I have to take care of myself. How I can do it? And then when in high school, there's a judo club. Okay, I'm gonna take a judo club. And then
Yeah.
start judo practice. 1 month after, everybody failed. Everybody, don't want to training. Too tough, and they left. And then, oh,
But you stayed.
I wanna quit too. I wanna quit the judo too. 1 month after, so tough training, and then
So wait, hold on. Who was your sensei and what was the training like? Can you tell me about that training?
training
So what year are we talking about? What year?
push up 50 times, push
Yeah.
up, running up and down. The steps, many steps.
Yeah.
There's the dojo next dojo. There's a shrine, and then
Mm.
many 100 steps up there, and you have to go up and down, go up and down. So, when you go home, almost crawling home. You cannot walk.
You say you're wrong.
Crawling home. And then, wow, I cannot continue this. And I after school, this is training after school over,
Right.
after school training. So after school, I ran away to my home. And then my senior student, we don't have main teacher. We have a
Okay.
senior
Student.
student was teacher. All
And
the
what was his name? What was his name?
Takahashi, Mr. Takahashi.
Mr. Takahashi.
Yeah, he's the captain, and
Yeah.
then there's another senior student, and then they came to my house, all came to my house and looking for me, and I was hiding in the closet in my room. My mother said, "Oh, he's inside the room." Sorry. Let me find, my mother say, "Oh, you can find him." they, they opened up my closet door and then, grab my neck. Come on, come on. That's training. Oh, I realized I cannot give up. I cannot give up. I have to keep continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then training continue. And after I got the brown belt, year and a
Wow.
half, I got the black belt. Okay, I love it.
Can you tell me about the day you got your black belt? What was it, a ceremony? Did you expect it? And how did you feel
Yeah,
once you had it's called
brown
Kudo
belt.
Obi, right?
Yeah,
Kudo
brown
Obi.
belt I can get at the school, but the
Yeah.
black belt I have to go big city to compete other brown belt.
Really?
Any brown belt, I have to compete and I have to beat them.
Okay.
Yeah, then they got black belt. I have to beat them,
Wow.
beat other brown belt. Yeah, then I got beat them and I got the black belt.
Were you nervous that day? Tell me about that day. Were you scared? Were you
Oh,
nervous?
yeah,
Did you
scared,
feel
yeah.
solid? Like, I got this. What did you think?
Oh, yeah, very excited, very excited. After I got the black belt, and then and then nobody bully on me anymore.
I bet.
It
I can
was
I can
scary.
understand. That is so cool. And what year did you get your black belt?
Oh, 1964, 4 or 5, around there. Yeah, 1964.
That is crazy.
And there.
And you got so wait, so these three brown belts, you had to do that in Tokyo, or what city did you do that?
No, it's called Matsuyama City, of
Yeah.
Matsuyama. My island to go there I have to take a boat to get there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then all the school student, many, school student came to get the black belt, and I have to beat them. Three other brown belt, and then
Yeah.
I got that.
What was your main throw? What were
I
you
main
what
throw
were you what were
Uchimata. Uchimata. I am Toshin's tall Uchimata. You know Uchimata?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, Uchimata.
That's so cool, man. I love it. Thank you for sharing that story. That is fantastic.
And
Now,
yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about gratitude and how to cultivate it. You
So,
always
okay.
talk about gratitude.
Yeah. so after graduate high school, I went to Japanese Naval Academy School,
Oh, wow.
Naval Academy School. So my senior, I mean Takahashi, Mr. Takahashi, senior teacher,
Mhm.
he went to Navy, and he went to boy, he went to a world voyage.
Okay.
Came back to my town, came back, and oh, you guys want to go, world voyage, you can volunteer, go to Navy Academy School, then oh, I like that, I want to see the world. I want to see the
Right,
world.
right, right.
It's a free voyage. Okay. So I volunteered Navy Academy School, and it's a tough training. That's more than judo, tough training, survival training.
You were like, it can't be that bad, but it
Yeah,
is
very
bad.
tough training. Some run away, So, and then another experience there is a start bully again inside there.
No.
Yeah, inside there's a tall guy. He also judo black belt,
Oh
and
no.
he pull out a small knife, and then challenge me. You wanna fight with me, and then I'm scared. Yeah, I'm so scared at first. I can stay
Sure.
away. And one time, he became he kind of leader of the group, and then one time we cleaning a bathroom, and nature called me, so I went inside the bathroom, and he
Right.
was outside standing with the shinai, the kendo
Yeah.
katana, stick. He's
Yeah.
standing up, get out now, time to clean up here. You cannot do that inside the pool. And I was scared inside. And then when I get out, he beat me up all over.
Oh.
Yeah, he beat me up. And then I went to, Japanese or bathroom, hot bath, everybody go inside together, hot
Yeah,
bath.
yeah.
And then everybody see my back is there, scar. What happened? The guy hit me, that guy. And then, oh, wow. And then I cannot stand anymore. Okay, I'm gonna challenge him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I write the letter. I'm gonna challenge with you. Be kill or kill. I never care. I not care.
My man went old school. He took it there. Okay.
Yeah. So
So what happened? Did you give it to him, or
I
did you
put
have somebody give it to him?
the piece of paper, put it in my pocket, and went to training. And I got a knee injury. I cannot walk. 3 months hospitalized, 3 months in Navy Academy School hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. So I cannot fight with this. But other guy came. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this guy. And wow, you don't know judo, you don't know, you're a small guy. How can I take care of him? Yeah,
Right.
I'll do that. And he went outside of school, and then bought a big katana knife. Katana.
Really?
Yeah, he sneaked into the inside and chased after him. And he running out inside the base.
Inside the barracks?
Yeah, yeah. And then finally he head down, and I'm sorry. So,
Wow.
so he took care. So anyway, so that happened. And after graduate at the academy school, I went to get on a boat, and then the 2 year and a half, I got my captain of the boat say, "You want to go wild voyage? Wow, yeah, try, of course."
Yeah.
And then I was so excited. And then I went out the town. It's a called Kobe City, big city,
Right.
near
Right.
Osaka, it's Kobe.
Right.
So my boat port over there, and then with my buddy get out the town and then drink, celebrate my world voyage. I'm so excited, and then I'm gonna go world voyage now. And then, but on the way back my boat, there's a nice, beautiful tower, beautiful port tower. Yeah, and then uh, I look up the sky. Wow, beautiful moon, beautiful town, sky, it's stars, and all of a sudden, my whole body shaked. Whole
Mm.
body shaked, And then I felt like a lightning hit me. Lightning hit me. Electricity through my body. I became unconscious. And
What?
out of body. I became out of body. And all the past my experience, birth to that time 20 years old, birth, born to 0 age to 20 age, my past experience, like a movie, watching my own
You could
movie.
see it.
Yeah, see it. And then after that, blank. But the end of my life, I seeing the end of my life, dying. I am dying in the bed, and then I ready to die. And that moment was miserable, regret entire my life, so sad and die. And because no matter how much success in life, materially, famous, nothing you can take with you. Nothing
Right.
with you. What you can take, only inner happiness, inner
Yeah.
value, which I don't have it. Wow,
Mm.
this is a big problem. This is a I came back to normal, and what happened? What there? What is there? And I don't like a church life. I grown up a church, my parents, church. I don't like it. Poor church is a poor,
Right.
not much freedom. I want to get out, So, but that moment, oh whatever my father doing, maybe that answer, maybe he has the answer for me, So I decide not going to world voyage. I quit Japanese Navy. I went back to my home, and my parents, "Oh, what happened? Why you came home? You're supposed to go world voyage." I came home. Yeah, I'm not interested. I, I want to find out. Can I go to seminary school? Can I go seminary school? If go seminary school, maybe I can find answer. My question. Answer of my question. And then okay. And then I went to seminary school. And then 1 month after, completely Navy Academy School and seminary school, complete different type of training.
I can imagine.
Yeah, Navy
And where was the
Academy.
seminary school? Where was the seminary school at?
Oh, it's in Okayama.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of between Osaka and Hiroshima. That's Okayama. Yeah,
Okay.
southern part of Japan. There's a seminary school, and then 1 month after, I got sick. I cannot eat. And it continue 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So I stay special room to take care of myself. I cannot training with others. I can't eat, and always uncomfortable, and kind of ulcer, my stomach ulcer kind of problems, and
Wow.
I went doctor, hospital, and all that. But that doesn't work. And then January, I think 6 months after, I start doubt. Maybe there's no God, no kami, no kami in this world. So I went to nighttime. I went to Concord founders cemetery, and I sat in front of a grave site, and I told the Concord founder, Concord founder died over 100 years ago, and over 120. This religion, Concord faith, 165 years old. Right? So he died a long time ago. But I asked his spirits, you talking about God, kami, but I don't know there's a kami or God. I cannot get well. And if there's a God, can you show me in front of my eye? Show me. I meditate, and then 3 hours on the cement. My leg is so painful, and then winter, January, snowing and cold.
Right.
3 hours after, I total concentrate, no cold, no pain, and I was able to see some vision in front of my eyes. Someone's sitting and praying for me. Wow, someone praying for me. I felt person pray for me unconditionally. What that unconditional love, where come from? Or maybe my parents care about me, praying for me, oh, wow, I never realized that. And that unconditional, where come from? Maybe grandparents, pray for my parents or pray for me, and a great-grandparent, great-great-grandparent, great-great-grandparent,
Right, all the way
trace
back.
back all the way, first life on the earth. I find out recently 3.8 billion years ago. Back to 3.8 billion years ago.
Wow.
First life on the earth. God sent life on the earth with unconditional love. That unconditional, physically, one cell develop, and then we have a 6 trillion cell, but start one cell.
Right.
And then hand down to me, and unconditional love also hand down to me. Took a billion years, 3 million generations, and came to me. Wow, I never realized that. I never appreciate about that. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I owe you billions of dollars. If I have to pay billions of dollars to you. I fell, and I cry, and I'm sorry. And ask forgiveness. And wow, finally I found that God is my roots, my foundation. My foundation is unconditional love of universe. Yeah, so that's the start, a connection with God. But I'm still sick, so I worry about after that. After that, what's gonna happen? After that, where I'm going, what's gonna happen? I found the roots, but I don't know future. What's gonna happen?
Right.
So there's a Conco founder's grandson was head of Conco Faith. So he always stay in the church, so everybody can talk to him.
Right.
So I go to talk to him. He's a fourth generation of a Conco head of minister, and I'm sick. I don't know what you're gonna do. And then he say, you go to far distance from Japan to America or Europe or Africa, or you just go next door, to see friend, and next door. One, he say, what you talking about? Far distance, nearby, they're different.
Right.
But when that moment I realized, I has been suffering. I suffer so much in the past because I compare everything. Compare tall or short, rich or poor, pretty or ugly, or especially we compare life is good, death is terrible. Life, death, completely different. But it's one.
It's one.
Universe so huge. However, universe is unlimited, and I'm nothing compared universe. I'm a small dust.
Right.
But I felt I am universe.
Right.
Universe is me. And I am universe. Oneness. I felt oneness. Like a single drop rain, drop water on the ground disappear, but drop of the ocean become ocean. I am ocean. So that helped me to total peace. Okay, I am a universe.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah. So that start, and but still physical problem. So how I can get well? Not the next question. And then Konko main teaching says divine favor come from your own heart, not from God or not from outside, from your heart. Divine favor come from your heart, especially your harmonious, joyful heart.
Yeah.
Harmonious, joyful heart. Japanese say waga kokoro, harmonious, joyful heart, which I don't have it. I don't have a harmonious, joyful, appreciative heart. okay, I'm gonna start say thank you, ありがとうございます from now on. ありがとう。
Arigato gozaimasu.
Yeah, ありがとうございます。And how I can joyful? Oh, I never laugh, never smile before. Okay, I smile, laugh. So
I see you smile so much, I can't imagine a time when you didn't.
yeah, you never laugh, smile, when they sing and really always serious face. And so, so after that, I start, make sure nobody around. I went bush and in front of standing in front of tree. So I challenge divine favor come from harmony joyful. It's a true or not? I challenge it. I challenge. Okay, I'm gonna do. Thank you. ありがとうございます all the time. And laugh and smile all the time. And a challenge. And then in 2 weeks, I forgot I was sick. When I forgot, I got well, back to normal.
No way.
In 2 weeks. After 6 months suffer, in 2 weeks, I forgot I was sick. How much
So
I
gratitude did that.
gratitude. I focus gratitude. I don't focus to my pain. Before I focus suffer, I pain, and I cannot eat this. But I forget about that. Focus to gratitude, appreciation, laugh and smile. Then I forgot the problems. Yeah. And
Arigato gozaimasu.
that's how.
So you know what's crazy? You mentioned this thing about you understanding this drop in the ocean thing. There's
Yeah.
a very famous Muslim Sufi poet named Rumi,
Oh,
R-U-M-I,
oh,
and he has a poem when he says exactly this: "You are not just the drop in the ocean, but
yeah.
you are the entire ocean in a drop."
Right. That's right. Uh-huh. That's
That is, I mean, this is why I love the opportunity to speak with you, because
yeah.
I love the universal
Yeah. Yeah.
connectivity
Yes.
of these ideas,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love the universal connectivity of
That's
these
right.
ideas. And I find that in America now, but I think it's
Uh-huh.
the world. I can say America, but it's really the world.
Yeah.
And I know men my age, I'm 55,
Yeah.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men are sad and depressed. A
Yeah.
lot of women are sad and depressed, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And so I had to really focus on gratitude after my divorce.
Yeah.
I had to really focus on gratitude because I ironically also had a really bad ulcer problem that almost killed me in 2018.
Oh.
Yeah, almost took me out. Almost took me out.
Oh.
But it didn't.
Ah.
And especially and then my divorce came like
Oh.
4 months after that. Like 4 months after I got out of the hospital
Oh.
is when the divorce hit. And
Oh.
so, I think that I found gratitude. I remember I was reading some Stoic philosophy,
Uh-huh.
and I was reading a book by a man named Seneca. He wrote a book called How to Die. How
Oh.
to Die.
How to
It was a
die.
bunch of letters he wrote. He was Greek. He wrote all
Oh.
these different letters because people would say, "Oh, my son died. What do I do? My husband died. What do I do?" And these
Ah.
were a collection of letters that he wrote.
Oh.
And I remember putting How to Die on the shelf after
Oh.
having read, a chapter or two. And it hit me in that moment that I wasn't the first person to be divorced.
Yeah. Right.
I wasn't the first person to have heartbreak. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the first man. And I said, there's probably a guy on this street who's getting divorced.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just don't
Almost.
know him,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? There's a guy in this city.
Yeah.
There's another guy in this country,
Yeah.
right? There's a guy in Japan right now talking to his friend saying, I have no idea what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Because his marriage just ended, right?
That's right.
And I was like, and all of those men, or most of those men, not all,
Yeah.
most of those men went on to lead okay lives,
Yeah.
right? They found joy. They found another way of being and another way of seeing themselves and God and the world. And
Yeah.
that was the beginning of my gratitude in that situation.
That's right. Yeah.
That because I was alive and
Uh-huh.
conscious, I had an opportunity to um be like those men,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
be like those broken hearts who are
Yeah.
reconnected again,
That's
you
right.
know. But that was also an inside job,
Yeah.
right? That no one could do that for me. That
That's
was that
right.
was that was that was going to be
Up
a
to you.
relationship that I had to cultivate between me and God.
Yeah. That's right.
And the more that my focus became on love and gratitude,
Uh-huh.
the more openings to new friends, new people, new
Right.
love, new ideas, new
That's right.
travel, new
Uh-huh.
books, right?
That's
New
right.
moments of meditation and prayer just became totally uplifting.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
right.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So to the people who are sad today,
Yeah.
what do you suggest for them? What could they do? I feel like sometimes sadness can blind a person to who they are,
That's right. Yeah.
right? And I feel like sometimes the pain and the fear of of a broken heart
Yeah.
can blind you of what the universe still intends for you.
That's right.
Can you
Yeah.
talk about some of that, please?
Yeah. So I know it's uh challenge. I recently find out my sister's son commit suicide.
Mm, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he one month ago. Yeah, recently. Yeah, very recent.
Sorry.
Yeah, and he my sister is a minister also minister and she had a church in Japan but she divorced and yeah and then she not grown up. I mean she didn't take care of the son. Husband took care of the son.
Right.
So he cut off from a church. He I don't think he never go church.
The
He
son, the
yeah,
son.
her son never
Okay.
come go church. So kind of no connection with the God, no connection with God, Kami or God.
Yeah, yeah.
So so that I feel, people. I think you know the God. Well, I believe Kami a God like a parent. We are
Right.
children. No, if you cut off the relationship, parent children kind of lost. Children lost.
Of course.
Yeah, lost and floating all over. Yeah,
No grounding, no
yeah,
grounding.
cannot find the happiness. You know, yeah, two things. Favor, as I say, divine favor come from your heart, from your heart. You can create happiness, joyfulness, all come from your heart. But you, but yourself connect, or you connect to the universe, connect to God. Come, So that you cannot cut off the connection with the God. That means you cannot uh, find, cut off yourself too.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's interesting how um once certain kinds of hard-heartedness and sorrow
yeah,
reach a certain depth, like I have friends who, have gone through heartbreak and you can see they're changed irreparably.
yeah,
They are changed irreparably. They're never quite the same. They never quite smile the same. They
yeah.
don't laugh from the same place, and it makes me very sad to see that because that's not something that I can change in them,
Yeah,
right? Like there's limits. Like we can give advice. Anybody can give me advice,
yeah,
right? But I have to I have to
yeah,
take the actions. I have
yeah,
to.
You
you
have to
know.
take action.
And
Yeah.
so when people's hearts are so covered in sorrow that they can't meditate and they can't pray and
Yeah.
they can't enjoy nature. I remember talking to one of my friends and he was really going through it
Yeah.
after a breakup and it had been really beautiful weather.
Yeah.
And I was like, "So how was today?" And he was like, "Oh, it was bad, 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 this whole
Oh,
thing." And I
oh.
was like, "But it was pretty beautiful today though, wasn't it?" And he said, "Oh, the sun was really hot today and it reminded me of
Oh.
my childhood when it was super hot." Like
Ah.
everything was negative. And I said, man, in my heart, in my head, I was
Mm,
listening to him. I said, if this guy is upset with the sun,
yeah.
nothing can make him happy, right? If you're mad at the sun, like
That's right.
what can bring you joy if you're upset at the
That's right.
sun? Right. And that's when I realized he was really in a dark place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if the sun's existence can't bring you joy, man,
Yeah.
you need to reconsider some
That's
things.
right. My first wife left and my three kids left, and then I was devastated. But God, Kami told me, you're just beginner, and that helped me to, okay, I lost a family, but I gained. Everybody's my family. Everybody's my
Mm,
family. You know, people around me, everybody my family, So not only people, all the tree, plants, sun,
right.
everything around me, the family. Oh, now I realize more, tree or plants create oxygen for us.
Yeah.
So they just standing all over and then create for us oxygen, air.
Yeah.
You breathing a lot of breathing and breathing in the whole breath, maybe 1 minute, but
Yeah.
2 minutes maybe faint, 3 minutes gone.
Right.
we, we receive that life from air, life, air, the plants produce, tree
Yeah.
produce for us. I hug every morning. Every morning, in front of our house, there's a tree. I hug a tree and kiss it. Thank you so much for me.
Because it's funny because people will make fun of someone, they call them a tree hugger,
Yeah.
right? But if we don't love the trees, we don't have anything.
No, nothing. Yeah. Without plant tree, we cannot survive.
No.
Simple stuff. Thank you to simple stuff.
Yeah.
Whole body. Thank you to whole body too. Yourself. You don't thank you yourself. Nothing to. You have to thank the function. All the function. As I say, 6 trillion cell in the body. Each cell has the uh, information, computer information. Each cell,
Hmm.
and
In the
then
DNA,
yeah,
right?
DNA history, 3.8 billion years history within the body. Body, our cell is the God or kami, a child of a kami. We have everything. We are universe within us.
Mm.
You have to thank you for us, and appreciate all the function. Brain every morning, brain, thank you, head,
Blinking, just
thank
blinking, breathing.
breathing, thank you, nose, thank you, whole body. Great
Have to
function.
give thanks to your
You know,
body.
yeah, arigato, arigato, arigato. 1,000 times I say, but it's not enough stuff. All the time, arigato. All the time, thank you. Arigato mean not just good things, challenge, difficult. We go through
Yeah.
difficult time, but arigato mean thank you for challenge. Thank you for toughness. Yeah, arigato mean not just
Well, I want to thank you for your time and your
yeah.
wisdom today. I
Okay.
appreciate you. How can people get a hold of you? I know you teach a lot about gratitude, you teach about meditation, and that calligraphy is his work. He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that, and I
yeah.
just had him do some more for me. And I'm grateful for all of it. Like you have no idea how grateful I am for this
Oh, thank you.
calligraphy and for the other works that you've shared with me.
Okay.
Um, um,
Yeah.
how can people get a hold of you? And I know you teach calligraphy.
Yeah,
right? Online.
yeah,
Can you
contact
tell
me.
people how to get a hold of you? Tell people how to get a hold of you.
My phone, 415-517-5563. And
Beautiful.
my email, concosf2 @sbcglobal.net.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Please reach
yeah,
out to this man.
yeah.
Um,
Every week, I create a new message. This a new message here. 祈りは神に届くか? Does your prayer reach kami God or not? So this is this week message. Every week I create a new message. So I sent to about 700-800 email address I have.
yeah.
I make also hard copy, and I pass around the hard copy as we walk around the Japan town in San Francisco and South San Francisco around gym. I pass around.
Yeah.
So the you can reach me by phone and by email, and then
And you can go to Physique Magnifique in South
I
San
go to
Francisco.
every Thursday. Next week I going to Physique Magnifique, San Francisco. So come down to see me.
Thank you so much for sharing your time and your wisdom. I'm very grateful. All right. And so everybody out there, be cultivating gratitude in yourself. Be someone who has gratitude for all of the things in your life, for all of the things in your life.
That's right.
It might sound crazy, but it's really true. It's really true. Thank you for your time, Sensei, and thank you for sharing your story. Okay.
Arigato. Thank you very much. See
All
you soon.
right.
See you soon. Next
Thank
week.
you so much. All
All
right.
right.
Thanks. God
Arigato.
bless.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.